Hello! Welcome to Owlbear Odysseys. I'm Marshal Maiwald. I can't see anyone right now. So, say hello so I can see you. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Greetings.
Now I
His vision
now
works
I
by
can see you.
movement.
Okay. Well, move slowly. Now, before we kick it off into a brief recap, I'm going to have Shane hit us into the intro sequence. I see you, Jeff.
Oh, no, he saw us. Quick, go to
We
intro.
won't be any more normal.
Hello! We're back. I still can't see anyone. Kind of.
Marshall, if
Last
you can't see,
session-
take the glasses off.
It's fun. I can kind of see like at the very bottom. So I'm making I can make out a little bit of y'all. Unless I fully do
You
this.
look like such a goober.
I'm Cyclops.
Yeah. JT is wearing a sloth outfit, and somehow you look dumber.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. This is awesome.
So
My bad, of
last
course it is,
session we found out that there was a secret agent within the Resistance, a council member named Lorelei, who is related to Lysanthier. What do we do with that? That's up to the players. And then all the players made their way to Oberlin, and we're about to have a brief discussion on what to do before the last little bit of the night finishes, right before tomorrow, the day of the heist. So, let's pick it back up with the players exiting the portal, heading into Oberlin. What are all of you doing?
We're exiting the portal into Oberlin, obviously.
Okay, that is true. But what are you all doing now?
Hey, so what are we doing? What are we doing here again? We're coming to talk to Cal. I mean, do we have a code name for him yet?
What did I call him?
No, there isn't a code name for me.
Oh, he's here.
SD? Oh, he's here.
I misunderstood which
Yes,
part of this trek we were on.
I'm right here.
Would you like a code name?
Would that help with anything?
All right,
Well,
we're going to
we're
start
just
calling
avoiding
Cal
calling people
Mrs.
by their
Robinson.
names. Hmm.
Oh, okay. So trying to avoid fairy shenanigans with names.
Like our benefactor is Silanthier, obviously, because we don't want to say the other thing.
Okay,
So this would be Dralum Kieltor.
That's a mouthful. Y'all can just call me Lack, I guess.
You know what? Your normal name's a mouthful too, sir.
I know it is. That's why I tell people to call me whatever they wish. Most people call me Cal.
Cal,
may call me Cal.
Aware that there was a traitor in your midst? Did we bring Lorelei with us through the portal?
Yeah, you brought everyone. There is currently in this room, in this extra dimensional.
Yeah, give us a roll call.
Extra planar area. We have Callum Drieltor Mistbriar. We have Phalar Star Whisperer. Lorelei Whisperwillow, who was pretending to be Alondra Willowshade. Thorin Ironroot. Traps, Melliflor. Vrank, who's actually Frank
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's Frank.
Tuscan Greyquill. Wimble Fizzlespark.
Why did we bring Tuscan?
And Tink Fizzlespark.
There's so many people in this room.
Yeah,
there is a total of 15 people here, or 14 people
and we
here.
like about 3 of them.
But I did not know that Lorelei was here.
That doesn't give us a lot of confidence in your operation.
Well, I only interacted with Phalar. I was not able to interact with anyone else to remain in secret.
Okay, but that means that the man that you were getting most of your information from didn't catch the mole, which still doesn't give us that much confidence in the operation. Like, it doesn't matter if the break in the chain was your fault or not. There was a break in the chain. Does that make sense?
Yes, but right now we have the advantage of Lysanther not knowing that
Whoa,
we know.
whoa. We don't use that name here.
Silanthier.
He can't hear the name in my extra planar
He's
dimension.
He definitely
I'm sorry.
can't hear it if you don't call him by his name.
Would you prefer us to be too careful or too reckless?
We're not the one who had a traitor, are we?
Oh my. Slylanthier, whatever.
I just look at Haukin. You're not a traitor, are you?
Me? Not today.
All right, we don't have one.
What do you mean today?
I do not acknowledge that part. He said he's not a traitor. It's good enough for me.
Luigi on your shoulder. So, right now, Slylanthier, whatever we want to call him, doesn't know that we know about. I don't know how to say her name without not saying it the way because her
Layerlie.
Let's just call her Lie.
Layla.
She was a liar.
Yep, Layla. Let's go with Layla.
So,
Oh,
may I posit an idea?
Yes, go for it.
If I was Sly Lantern and I was wanting to get
changed.
a mole into your operation, I would put a mole in who would purposefully be discovered at the 11th hour to give us a false sense of an advantage. Well, I'm not saying that I would, because I'm beef and I would rather just punch things. But if I were a sneaky man, you know, I think this is what Traps would do, because he's a lot better at this stuff than me. But I would put a second mole who wouldn't get caught. So is there a way that we can make sure that there's not like a twist coming?
So at that point, Haukin pulls out his Feyblade and briefly touches it to the skin of everybody in the room, and anybody who goes, "Oh, is Fey." I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just using it as
Are
as a
you
phase
doing
gun.
it to Cal and Lorelai?
Well, I start with Lorelai because she kind of deserves it.
She's
He's
like
come up,
freaking
this
out
is
as
personal.
you're getting closer to her. She's like, no!
All right,
Just
so
tap it on her.
yeah, so once again, not hurting anybody, not coming at it really threatening, just kind of tapping people.
Wait, isn't Melliflor here? How do you tap him?
Melliflor's here.
Yeah, Melliflor definitely gets a stink eye when I get to him, but he, he has apparently been trying to play nice, and so he doesn't. I'm not anticipating any pushback from Melly.
As you hit Melliflor with it, he's like,
jumps back a little. So, does anybody else react besides Lorelai? And Thorin?
Thorin's not Archfey, but he is Fey. Valar doesn't. The Melliflor reacts, and no one else.
You telling me that Frank just takes that without making a big deal?
Rank takes it, and he looks downtrodden at Glint, and Dawn is like, like, it's like a dog after they've done something really bad, and they know if they do something else, they'll get in trouble again, and just like looks up, like, can I? And it's like, no. It's like, okay, sorry. Rank just is defeated a little bit.
Good.
So after doing this test, I look back over at Beef and say, does that satisfy your curiosity, friend?
For now. I'm just saying that if another mole is discovered, I call it.
I can turn into a mole. Would that help?
That would be really neat to see, but I don't think it would help.
I could do a zone of truth.
I mean, I also offered that.
Yeah,
Oh.
I seem to remember a conversation we said where we offered that and then realized that, you know, people could still avoid the truth and could succeed the saving throw, and then it would be relying on Cal or relying on Glint. Although I guess we would trust Glint, so maybe Glint should do it.
I trust Glint.
And if
Okay.
any, as y'all are discussing that, Cal says, and if anyone chooses to avoid being able to tell the truth, you will be locked up.
Yeah, I was gonna
Just
say, like, we
heads up.
can all just choose to fail to save.
Yeah.
And so if anyone doesn't,
And-
that's already mad sus.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can activate it, and everyone can answer any questions that y'all need.
Do we still have our messaging things in our ears?
Minus
Or nostril.
Dawn.
Yeah, mine
Mine is
was given
gone.
to Lucy, and
All right.
Beef doesn't have his. He forgot it.
No, I picked
No,
it
we
back
went- yeah,
up
we
when we
went
were
back.
at Tinks.
Yeah.
It's in my nose.
Oh,
Glint?
Again, everyone's hearing breathing feedback.
They sound like very healthy, like measured breaths, but
I'm just gonna speak. I'm gonna speak into the messaging thing so that only people who have them can hear. You guys try to pass.
oh.
That way, if we need to lie, you can.
And Dawn is completely oblivious. to
Dawn's
the fact.
just.
Dawn is.
All I'm
Also, if
thinking
you're
is
standing
it's
next to
all-
Glint, you get where's my modifier?
Oh yeah, Palaglint.
You get +4 to your saving throw.
Is this only you four?
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it to Glint I'll give it to Dawn if Dawn tries.
I'm not.
But you
trying
can-
to fail
so-
or succeed.
So like you can yeah, the spell says you can choose to fail and
Yeah.
then you just don't roll. You just fail.
Yep.
I'm gonna roll to see if I would have passed, but
But
I'm not
like,
trying
but like
to.
in world, it wouldn't be known to anyone except Glint what we did.
Yeah. I would know who passes who passed the save.
Which is why I was saying I wouldn't trust if Cal did it, because then it would be completely up to him to know whether or not anyone was
Right.
lying.
And he could lie to us about that.
Okay, so I definitely would have failed anyway, but this isn't a loss for me because I chose to fail.
Okay. Is there anyone in particular that you're wanting to ask questions?
Wait, do Haukin and I need to roll to see if we pass first?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
What's
Yeah.
the DC?
It is a DC 16 charisma save.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
But you get a +4.
I rolled
That-
14 plus 4 is 18. With charisma, it would be 17.
I got a 14.
14 in total.
Yeah.
With
So
the +4.
Mhm.
Okay.
Haukin's the only one that succeeds.
Haukin, you are the only one who may lie.
Well,
And everyone else enters, and
How big is the zone of truth? Is this just like
I think-
20 people just cuddled up in a tiny little circle?
I think it's only like 10
2 foot
feet or
radius,
15
so we're all like
feet.
touching.
I say
It's
it's
a-
10 or 15 feet.
It's a 15
just-
foot It's a 15-foot radius.
Okay.
So so it can feel like a 30-foot diameter.
Don just like jumps on Beef's shoulders. We gotta conserve room. I'm kidding. I don't do that.
I mean, Beef would allow it.
I know he would. That's why I said Beef.
I'm having to look up my backstory just to like, because I feel like at some point I'm going to be asked the names of my siblings under this effect. And I, as a player, do not remember them all.
Oh my. Okay, everyone who enters is going to choose to fail.
Okay.
Every one of the NPCs that enters chooses to fail,
Including
except
Layla.
Except Melflor.
Including Layla, except Melliflor.
Mm,
Melliflor succeeds.
So, and I know that
You know that.
he's resisting.
sus.
Did we get him?
Emergency meeting.
Shall we dispatch him?
I leave that
No,
up to your
that's-
discretion.
I'll punch him. I'll do it.
That's okay. I'll answer any questions. I will also make a contract to say that I will not lie.
Okay.
I'm just not a fan of being compelled by magic.
Hmm.
But if you're willing to make a contract, why would you put yourself in this situation to begin with? Why would we
Contracts
trust
I
a
can-
sheet of paper more than an actual magical effect?
Indeed.
I'm willing to make fairy contracts. I am not willing to be subjected to normal magical effects.
A fairy contract would be a magical effect, would it not?
It's different.
I don't trust him.
All right. So
He-
then that
he's
leaves us two
inherently
options,
untrustworthy.
right? So one would be we kill him, but two,
No.
if we don't want to do that, are we like expecting him to do anything important in the next few days? Because if not, we could just like tie him up somewhere. I mean, I assume we're probably gonna leave Layla tied up somewhere, so maybe we can just tie them together.
Leave them in Oberlin.
We can leave him in Tink's dungeon. I know he has one.
I do.
Tink is very open about his hijinks.
So
I mean,
Yes.
not the whole like funding the rebellion thing, but
Oh, yes. That's on the down low.
So Melliflor was vetted by whoever recruited all of us, right? Because he also participated in the trials, right? So he
was
I mean, he does
vetted
have a skill
by-
set as much as Haukin doesn't like him. You know, he may have something to contribute, and we're about to go into this heist that is, I don't know, I'm still apprehensive about it. So I don't know.
But
Despite
the-
all his
Melliflor-
misgivings,
From your experience, has been very skilled. Every time you've interacted with him, he has always done what he's needed to, but he has been sleazy in his acts, but he's never overtly tried to directly harm someone.
But the
Alright, so
trials
how-
were Silanthier, and so like him being having gotten that far means that Silanthier trusts him, which does not necessarily mean that we should.
fair.
And then he was asked to work for Cal by Phalar. Phalar recruited him. Him and Traps. Because Traps was on Melliflor's team. So Melliflor and Traps were hanging out for a while.
Remind
Yeah,
me,
we're also-
is Layla Phalar?
No, Layla is Lorelai.
No, but she was pretending to be Phalar.
No, Lorelei was pretending to be Alondra, the face of the Resistance.
Okay.
But we
It's a
also
lot.
are saying that Phalar didn't catch Lorelei either. So, so the fact that he's also okay with Melliflor isn't all that convincing.
And who
Anyhow.
recruited Phalar?
Cal.
Cal.
Okay.
I will say this, regardless of how skilled or experienced Melliflor might be, the fact that he's not willing to go along with the Zone of Truth plan makes me not trust him. And he could just like if he is against us, all of that skill ends up turning on us. So it is Beef's vote that we just tie him up and leave him somewhere right now.
Okay, so right now we're going for the option 2. Okay.
If he's
Yeah,
if he's as
I would
skilled
rather
as
not
you-
murder.
If he's as skilled as you say he is, won't he just get out?
Could
I don't like being talked about being locked up.
Well,
Not
silence.
a fan of this.
You had your chance to be a part of this.
This is
and you chose
this is the
otherwise.
consequences of your own actions.
I
Could we-
said I don't like
We
being
already
subjugated.
heard your reasons. That doesn't
We
change
heard your
what you
reasons.
did.
They're not good enough.
Uh,
Could we put him
fine.
in a medically induced coma?
Beef, put him on ice, and I just mean hit him with your cold.
Like, Beef does not want to kill anyone,
Well,
but
question. Cal, do you happen to have a periapt of wound closure?
Oh,
where's this going?
Oh, I see now. Oh no.
Yes.
You do? All right. May I have that? Just
Sure.
temporarily.
Does that require
Okay.
attunement though? Because that
That's
would be a
that's
problem.
that's the question.
It does.
All
You
right.
can attune to it though. Right now.
We can forcibly attune him to it.
Yeah, that's not the problem.
I'm
No,
giving
you're
it.
trying to forcibly attune to
To Melliflor.
To
Melliflor?
Melliflor.
Well, we don't want to kill him, but we don't want him
Melliflor,
to be.
I'm not sure this is any
away.
better
Wear this
for the next 8
Attuned.
hours.
and attune to it.
I don't want to do that.
Then you will die.
I don't want. Why are you going to kill me?
Because if you don't attune to it, what I am going to do to you will kill you.
Cal, do we have any way of just dispatching Melliflor for the next however long we're going to be doing this so that we don't take him with him, but there's no risk of him screwing things up on this end?
Oh yes, he snaps his fingers and Melliflor just disappears.
Okay, what did you just send him to the Phantom Zone?
Extra planar.
He's in the Shadow Realm, obviously.
He's currently in an extra planar pocket, not a dimension, just a small little pocket.
Oh, you should have just
It's
led with
food and
that.
water.
Go to hand the periapt
You
back.
let us have this whole conversation.
I mean, he already gave you the periapt. Just keep it.
Okay.
We
I
went
mean, it's
through
not
all this,
mine.
and you could have done that at any time.
Well, I didn't know if y'all were wanting. That was the conclusion. I was wondering if y'all were wanting to use him for anything.
No, he proved himself untrustworthy, so we don't
That's
want to
completely
rely on
unreasonable.
someone. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, what are we doing with Lorelei? Cal, can you snap her into that same thing and they can play, backgammon
Or
or
snap
something?
her into an identical but different one so that they're not together.
Or we do the
That
periapt
one?
deal.
Glint, what is going on?
Jeez.
What? I'm not killing him.
Glint, you're different.
He's only offering.
You've changed.
He's offering suggestions. All right.
Don, you've changed
Lorelai's
too. I
like,
don't know what it is, but
I'm already cuffed. I can't do anything right now.
all of us at the same time.
I can't. She
Oh,
chose
wow.
to fail.
I forgot how much darker this was making things.
Yeah,
It's
how
weird seeing
bright the
normal
real
things
world
again.
is.
Lorelai did choose to fail. You know she's not lying.
That's
Wait.
true.
Before
We
the
should
zone
probably
of truth
question
runs
her.
out, can everyone in the room go around and say, I am not working for, I guess we'll use the real name this time, for Lysanthier.
Everyone says it.
I don't.
Ex-
Can the
Lorelai-
four of
Except
us
Lorelai.
truthfully say that?
Lorelai's
Oh no,
like,
I wasn't talking about us.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I can't say that right now.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't
because,
expect you to. It was just for everyone else.
Okay.
We should probably
I was
question
working-
Lorelai.
That's probably true.
Oh.
Now I need everyone to say, I am a traitor to the resistance.
Haukin looks very very concerned as he says both things, knowing that he passed the check. I am not working for Lysanthier. I am. What was the other one you wanted us to say?
I'm a
You
traitor
don't
to
lie
the
to that one.
I mean, wouldn't you want them to say I am not a traitor?
Exactly.
Because-
So if I make them say I am a traitor,
Well,
then they won't be able to say it.
yeah, but them not saying something is not as much confirmation
Oh, that's
as them
true. That's true.
Yeah.
saying the negative of that thing.
I'm
If
not
they
a,
were a traitor, they could still refuse to say it.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, say.
So
Say.
we're not a traitor to the resistance?
All right.
Basically, we need everyone to confess that they are committed to following this plan through without betraying us at any point.
What do you say?
Everyone says all of that. Minus Lorelei. That's hard for
Alright.
me to say because I'm kind of under the influence.
Under the influence. Is
I'm
she
gonna
still
look
is
at-
she still wearing like the anklet she was wearing before? Was she wearing one?
No, the anklet's gone missing.
'Cause we put some on
No.
her to like detain her, right?
The anklet is still on her. It didn't go missing. It reappeared as you saw her true form now.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
It's
Real
still
quick,
on her,
I need
and
to have a
it's
conversation with
obviously different.
Traps.
Yes? Yes, big bro?
I just feel like at this point, I need to confess to you, I never learned Leonin sign language. I've been making it up.
I knew that.
What? I was so good at it.
No, you weren't.
No.
I'm sorry.
Okay, but you can't tell Dune, our brother who is deaf.
He already knows.
But I'm so good at it.
No, you are not.
I'm a
You,
very convincing faker.
the last time you tried to fake it for him, you also wrote out what you were saying.
Yeah, that's what you do when you're speaking in sign language. In case you have like a weird accent. Okay, I'm seeing it now. All right. Well, I just felt like I needed to get that off my chest.
Well, thank you for coming clean.
We turn back to the rest of the room who's been like questioning Lorelei. What's going on?
So
So
is the anklet controlling her? The one she was wearing, not the iron we put on her.
are you asking her that?
I mean, it wasn't phrased that way, but sure. Hey, so is that thing like controlling you?
No. It's it's to allow it's a secondary anklet that allows full subjugation over all the other anklets.
All the other
Oh.
anklets?
Who else has anklets that we need to know about?
And what types of anklets are there?
There's three types.
I feel like I need to start writing
Lysanthiers?
things down.
Lysanthiers, mine, and then everyone else's. The ones that you put on me, but they don't have the power.
So you're like a second in command.
Well, not second in command. It's more so that I have enough power that it was able to be. I'm a funnel. That's the best word for it. I'm a funnel for the magic of subjugating everyone else.
A con.
So
So-
you're middle management.
So if we remove
That's-
yours, then that will mess up Silenthiers?
It would
Or the people
only
beneath
allow
you?
him to control the immediate ones. For him, he
Like-
wouldn't be able to control all of the rest.
Like the ones he's focusing on, the ones that are like proximate or in his proximity, that's the word I was looking for. Jeez.
If you're within his proximity of 100 feet, or if you are the ones that he is focusing on.
Mm.
How do you
Will it
how do you
alert
remove
him?
them?
Also that.
How do I what?
How do you remove it?
Um. Uh,
Tell the truth, baby.
The only way I know is by cutting it off.
By cutting a limb off or cutting the anklet itself?
In the lip.
He just extends a single claw.
Storybreaker.
Does anyone have like a needle or something? I can try to like sew it back on, I guess.
Hey. Who else has anklets that we need to know about?
Good
Um,
question.
Do all of the heads of the crime families have them? We saw one being given to Alfio.
Alfio was the only one who did not accept it yet. Um, well, then
So-
there's also Eldrin. He wasn't fully accepting, but we were able to get it on someone he cares about.
Was Eldrin the Feiche leader?
The Feiche leader. Misttide and Tipplewinks, along with the Pygmy Posse, have been completely subjugated.
Don't love it.
Who did
The
you put
Misttide. Oh, sorry.
Who did you put it on for Eldrin?
Um, his little sister.
Where did you put it on her?
I don't know. That that was more so up to Silanthia? I said it right? Okay.
Where is she?
Where is
I
she?
I
Where is she?
I don't I don't know that. Um um Oh, sorry, Nala is whining for some reason.
I didn't mean to scream into the mic.
All right. So this adds a
Uh,
different layer. Were we planning wise? Were we hoping that the crime families would add a layer of distraction while we're trying to do the heist tomorrow? Was that part of our planning? I seem to remember that we were kind of counting on having some other chaos in the background.
That was earlier. We were already pretty sure before we came in here that most of them were under Lysanthera. That's Silanthera. That's fine.
Valandor is the one who took Eldrin's sister.
So probably can't get that one back without obviously exposing our that we're not actually working for our benefactor.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Hmm.
But the only way
Yeah.
to get these off of all the people who've already accepted them is to cut off their limbs. Or if we take care of Slitanthier, would that give us the power to take them off without having to chop limbs?
If someone's deceased, you could also take it off because it's connected to their life force.
Hmm.
But
What if they were
for
magically made to seem dead? I don't even know if that's a druid spell, but I'm gonna look now.
it's very powerful magic. I don't think that would work
All right, well I'm still looking
unless
because I'm
they were
curious.
unless they would fully be able to be dead.
I mean that could be an option, but also like bringing people back to life is really expensive. Not to be harsh about it, but it's costly, and that's just something to think about. Feign death is a druid spell. I mean that wouldn't work as we've established, but I was just curious. So
Does the magic work on the undead?
Depending on how sentient they are. If it's a lich, then yes, it would. There is a lich under control.
Ooh, interesting.
So that would have been something to mention earlier when I asked who all we need to know about.
Oh, yes, there's a lich. Thalandor got him.
Marshall, you're gonna make us fight a lich.
would it be a martial game if we didn't?
Fair.
But that's the only other big people that you would maybe want to keep an eye out for would be Serafina and Galanadel. Those are two council members, and they got anklets put on them.
Man,
Wow.
Lysanthia's got his mitts and everything.
Lysanthier was able to get a hold of all of the minor Archfey. And that's what allowed him to be able to gain more power over the certain Archfey.
Why did he need the four of us?
There is a limit to what he can do with the anklets. The anklets would not work at the tree.
So you can backstab us at the tree.
I couldn't. I'm currently jailed and
Well, it'd also
weakened.
be kind of the opposite. They would be under, basically, they would be under the control outside of the tree, and inside the tree, they would be free to act of their own volition. But
Yes,
I don't believe we're intending
If-
to bring anyone with us, so that probably shouldn't
Yeah.
be a concern.
So we shouldn't worry about that.
it's only when you are within the center of the tree. So if you're standing outside it, you will gain a little bit of control back, but not all of it. But once you enter further in, you'll be able to regain full consciousness.
All right.
I have a very important question for you.
Yes?
Were you a
Left Twix or
willing?
right Twix?
It's also a very important question. Are you a willing participant in Silanthier's plots?
As
I haven't
willing
thought
as you
about
can,
plots in a while.
as willing as you can be, when someone who has insane power tells you to listen to them.
A simple yes or no would
That
suffice.
sounds like you're saying no.
No,
That sounds to
Okay.
me like yes, but I didn't have a choice anyway.
Perhaps we should just cut off her leg, and once free of the influence, then she might feel differently.
Marshall, is there anything? I mean, I don't have like regenerate or anything like any of those high level spells that would typically be used to restore limbs. Do I have any way to reattach her limb if we have to cut it off?
Possibly if you are able to enhance the power of your staff.
I can like cauterize the leg back on.
I don't think that's
We're about to do
cauterize.
a
I think if you
Fallout type
cauterize, that's going to
stuff.
be like the opposite of reattaching.
His way of cauterizing it is to punch it with lightning.
Hold up. If we cut her leg off and it severs the connection between all of the distant ones from like Silanthier, won't he know?
There's a possibility he would know.
What
So it
information
shouldn't
have
take
you
that
told him
risk.
about the resistance so far? Is there anyone else that is ankleted in the resistance?
Not that I know of. No one else is being controlled or it was sent here. I was
Okay.
the only one
And
because
does
I have the power to hide.
and does Silanthier know about any of the hideouts or anything of the resistance?
He knows that there's a hideout in Rashomon, but he doesn't know where.
Okay, so then
I was prevented from being able to tell him where by a deal that
So
I made
then-
with Cal.
So if
removing
we're
the anklet-
really
I was just gonna say, in that case, removing the anklet would tell him that we've caught his spy, but he wouldn't be able to immediately retaliate. Well, it would tell him that the resistance caught it. It would, not us specifically.
Yeah. I feel like it would still be a little risky though.
Well, I think it would be
Oh.
better to for him to tip our hand in that way than to leave him in complete control of all of the people.
better idea. We wait till the moment the heist is happening. We cut her leg off.
Am I gonna get my leg cut off no matter what?
I mean,
mean,
you can get it back depending if Cal or someone else knows how to reattach it.
Wait, will y'all let me reattach my leg?
Are we the bad guys?
No, we're gonna let her reattach her leg.
We're not killing her, and we're gonna let her reattach her leg.
I can if you take the chains off of me.
Oh,
Um,
how
What you guys
I
think
won't-
she was gonna do?
how long
won't-
how long a window can pass between the cutting off and the restoring?
I mean, if I cauterize the wound,
If you cauterize the
won't
wound,
bleed out.
it only like a regenerate wouldn't be able to fix it.
can't Tink just give her another leg?
Maybe
Tink's
they're
like,
better
yes,
Just another
I have an
foot,
extra leg
right?
right here.
of course you brought it.
Of course.
Is Zone
It's
of
his
Truth
bag-
still in
it's
effect?
his bag of leg holding.
I mean, it lasts for how
Nice.
long?
10 minutes? 10 minutes or an hour?
Yeah,
I'm checking.
I feel like it's an hour, but I'm not looking.
10
so-
minutes.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's still
Well-
active. You-
Cal, if we kept her here, would you be able to keep her from doing anything?
Oh, she would not be able to fight
The
against
blood
me.
loss might take care of that.
Okay, so
If
Can we
took
trust-
her? If we took her chains off, I would be able to subdue her.
okay, so here's the
She'd be
idea.
able to break out of my pocket dimensions, but she wouldn't be able to beat me.
Oh, well,
Could you reattach her leg?
That's not something I do.
wait,
She could
what-
retach her leg.
Yeah, well, couldn't we just make her do like a Fey deal that will take her chains off so that she can reattach her leg, but then she has to willingly put the chains back on? I assume that would be
yes.
worth it to her.
Yeah.
she's
We
really
could
attached
make
to that
any-
leg.
That's true.
I'm-
I
we
we
could
just
make
really
any
don't like
type
the
of.
idea of cutting someone's leg off and leaving them.
We could make any type of fairy deal. I could go. Well, I did lock up the fairy Mellifleur.
If
But,
I
mean,
made a
she's
fairy
one
deal,
too, right? So she could do it.
Who, Lorelai?
Yeah.
She's an archfey, not a fairy.
Well,
Well, an
I
archfey
don't
could be a
understand the
fairy, but she's not
taxonomy
a
of this
fairy.
world.
Don't they make the
Arch-
same kind of deals? Or
They
is it
can-
just
it-
fairies?
Fairies can make a more powerful deal. That is their shtick.
So in this
Gotta make
world,
things difficult.
Fae, Archfey, and fairies are all different things.
A fairy can be an archfey, but an archfey is not always a fairy.
It's like squares and rectangles.
Mhm.
Okay. If I were to make a deal, what could Mellifleur give me in exchange for my ability to see the color blue?
That depends. You can ask him.
Do you have
Well,
something
could-
specific against the color blue?
No, I just feel like it's the color I use the most since it's the color of my headbands. So it would be like the most valuable.
It also depends if the color blue would combine with the feelings of blue, so you wouldn't be able to feel sad or other things like that.
Marshall, are you implying that in the language spoken here they have the metaphor of feeling blue as well?
Yes.
All right, that has some mad etymological implications.
So be it.
Do they have the metaphor of raining cats and dogs?
It does something that literally that it is something that literally happens. So yeah,
Then that's not a metaphor. That's something that literally happens.
That is
it does literally happen, but they also use that as a metaphor.
If we establish you,
Or simile? Would it be more of a simile?
Beef as the leader of the Fae, would it be raining cats?
If you established me as the head?
No, Beef.
No, me.
Oh, beef.
Well,
he
that
would
wouldn't
be
be.
he would
that
be
wouldn't
the raining cat.
Yeah, that'd be a raining cat.
So,
Oh,
Or-
the
or a
so we
cat
raining
have to
raining.
cat. That's
establish
funny.
me and Haukin. The
That's
two of
funny.
All right,
All right.
let's circle
No.
back to this,
Call Metaphor
ensuring
back.
that we're not complete monsters and allowing her leg to be reattached, but also
I
being
won't
safe
fight
about
back. I won't fight back if you let me
I don't like
reattach my
hearing that.
leg.
That makes me feel icky to hear.
Do you swear upon the power of
The
your own
Great
archfaydom?
Yeah,
She's still
I
under
just
zone
don't-
of truth.
yeah. I don't want to lose my leg.
All right, I trust her enough for that.
All right, so when we start the heist, Cal cuts off her leg and then allows her to reattach it, and then puts the chains back on.
As you're thinking about that,
I was saying that.
Beef. As you're saying that, Beef and Haukin, go ahead and roll straight intelligence.
Why? Why would you do this to me?
But Beef plays chess in the park. He's so smart.
Yeah, I don't win.
Do we get a +4?
Oh,
on
that's
that
a
roll?
sick.
No,
yeah, do we?
just for saves.
Dang.
Oh, just for saves. Okay.
I got a 16.
Can I give one of them
I got it.
guidance? I mean, it probably wouldn't make
Yeah.
much sense.
10.
You can give one of them guidance.
Hold on. Odds, it's Beef. That's 13, so Beef, you get guidance. So, D4.
Oh. That is a 18.
Okay, and what did you get, Haukin?
10.
Okay. With the 18, you're able to remember about with what you were talking with Cal earlier, that you need the conduit to be able to siphon someone else's more powerful magic who is directly connected to the Fey Council. And the conduit would be this anklet. You would be able to take Lysanthia's power.
Whoa! Haukin's inner
be able-
dialogue. Use the code name.
This is Beef's.
Oh, my bad. Beef's inner dialogue. Use the code name. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, can you
You-
repeat my inner dialogue with the code name?
That's my guidance.
You would be able to take some of the power of Slylanthir if you have the conduit of the anklet from Lorelei.
So when we cut the leg off, we need to keep the anklet.
You need the anklet, and that's
like that.
with what you were talking about with the other anklet. You would need to be able to put it on Lysanthier. So the 5 of you, the 4 of y'all, and Cal would be able to have more power than the rest of the Fey Court.
So you're saying we need to take the anklet with us?
It's
Not-
whenever you would run into Lysanthier.
So we need to not wait till the last minute to get the anklet, is what I'm hearing you say.
We need to do it now.
You can do it now. And you
do
would
it
have to
live.
equip it to a normal anklet. To an anklet that also subjugates.
Do we still
which
have
is
one?
the not specifically the anklet that subjugates, with the magic that you got from your box of deconstruction. You would then deconstruct the conduit anklet and create your own,
This sounds
and
like
then put
tank
that
stuff.
on top of Slylanthier.
Yeah.
Do we have time to deconstruct it? I mean, I know that the deconstruction time is a little bit random, but last time you had us do it, it took 24 hours.
Yep. The box of deconstruction seems amped and ready to
Alright.
go.
Can you describe how a box indicates that it is amped?
It's
It
glowing
is
red.
shaking with excitement.
So Haukin has a vibrator.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, I've got a vibrating box in my cloak. All right.
All right, so is it chopping time?
Can you take off my chain so I can instantly do it?
I don't know.
That feels unsafe.
I already made the promise.
That's fair.
Here's
We got to make
Here's
this fast.
here's what I can do. I'm gonna pull out some cloth and just like bite down on this.
Are you gonna take off the chain so I can reattach it?
We'll get to there. We'll get to there.
I don't
Too-
think we're the good guys anymore.
Too much of the session has been about. Hey, there were two options here: cut off the leg or kill her.
Yeah,
We
I don't
chose
think
the good
guys have
option.
to make that choice.
It feels like this gives us the highest chance of success because we're going to have to go up against Slylanther in 24 hours or less. So, desperate times for desperate measures. I say let's go ahead and do it.
As you say that, Cal just knocks her out.
That works.
All right.
Y'all cut off her leg.
Yeah, let's not be too gratuitous with this. Why don't we just say we cut it
it
off
happened.
and then
It's done.
we get her to redo it and get the chains back on, assuming that goes
It happened.
well.
10 minutes later.
She's woken back up. She's able to reattach it. She's all good. And we're in a much better place. And there's no more anklet. What are all of you doing? Oh, are you putting the anklet in the box of deconstruction?
Yes, absolutely. So it goes in immediately.
It will be done in 3 hours.
3. All right. Supercharged box.
All right.
Yay.
All right.
Box is hungry.
It's a hungy box.
I'm hungry.
It starts opening and closing, wanting to just eat things.
I don't like that
It
box
becomes-
anymore.
It becomes. I was about to say it becomes pack.
It's like it becomes like the book, the monster compendium books in the Harry Potter movies.
You have to stroke the spine.
All right. So what else do we need to do besides get this this weapon will be able to use against Slylanther?
It's been an hour.
We're not having to get the other anklets because now this one will disrupt their power. So we don't have to go.
Tink will be able to create the anklet that you will need, or whatever you want it to be able to put that on Lysanthier after everything is finished.
What is the resistance going to be doing while we do the heist, or right after to help support the takeover?
Cal would tell y'all that I could have everyone cause a commotion to basically give y'all a diversion.
Would there be a chance that you could try to, I guess, take down some of the leaders of the families and take their anklets off and potentially get them back on our side?
I could take care of some. Well, I could get some of the resistance to take care of some. If I left, then
Of course,
no one
yes.
would be able to watch Lorelei.
Of course, of
But
course.
I could have Phalar and some others go take care of one or two of the families.
Like that could be good because then that could just be two birds with one stone instead of just a random distraction. That could be a distraction that helps further the cause.
Yeah. And do y'all have an escape plan once y'all have the jewel?
Plan? What is that?
I think the plan
Oh.
was magic.
What type of magic?
You're asking the wrong character.
Oh, okay.
I've got an extra pass without trace stored in my skull. Not my skull, my skull.
Okay. Are you going to swim across? Swim back?
Oh, we're gonna pour
I
it.
Probably
could.
more if I could turn beef into a whale.
See, yeah, we were never given the escape plan.
Oh, okay.
And my abilities have changed since then.
Got it. There are three options: flying, swimming, or taking the teleporter back to the Fey Court.
I feel like taking the I've realized I'm like not using my character voice at all tonight. I should probably start doing that.
It's the sunglasses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
that's
too
right.
cool.
It's a
We're
whole
too
new character.
cool.
Hey guys. Okay, so if we take the teleporter back, I feel like that would probably be like the most expected thing and would like almost certainly be like a trap waiting for us. So that's probably like the least good option.
Yeah.
I was joking, but also I could turn someone into a whale and that person could swim
We
us out.
we are kind of well known at this point for flying, I think. So yeah, I don't think it would be a bad idea to turn one of us into a whale and the other three just Jonah in the situation.
I was thinking like sandworm riding from Dune, but like with a blue whale and you're just like on the surface.
Hmm.
Either way,
Yeah, we
I
had
leave that up
different
to you.
visions of that.
Well,
Well, I
if
leave
that's
that
the
up to
case,
whoever. I'm reserving the right to turn someone else into a whale. Okay.
aren't there
We'll
I
see
will
how it goes
gladly
sometime.
become a whale.
aren't there faster whales?
I mean, I'll have to look at monsters and their swim speeds. Okay.
I don't know how much Marshall would hold us to this, but like realistically, we would want a baleen whale,
Yeah, so we don't have the teeth.
right?
Yeah, blue whales are
And
baleen whales, not teeth whales, though, right? Like sperm whales.
I believe blue whales are baleen whales, yes.
You do not want a sperm whale. They will eat you.
Yeah, ask
Did-
Ahab. Those guys are dicks.
Yeah, blue whales are baleen. They are apparently also called whalebone whales, which feels unnecessary.
Feels redundant.
All right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it sounds like y'all are going to be swimming back.
I want to be a whale.
Side note:
Okay.
I filtered beasts by swim speed. The cave bear has a 30-foot swim speed. Anyway, continue.
Okay.
They gotta
I
catch
don't
the
want to be a
salmon.
whale. Lions are cooler than whales, lions are cooler than bears, but whales are cooler than lions.
Oh, okay.
Glad we've established that.
In case anyone's wondering, the coolest animal is the giraffe on the beef scale.
Truth. Giraffes are the most powerful.
Glad we've decided on that.
It is
According to-
gospel truth.
According to One Piece, the giraffes are the most powerful.
According to One Piece, the most powerful animal is the sun god, who is apparently an animal.
Okay. Okay. So, what are you all doing? you are all deciding on going to swim back from after the heist. What's the option? What are y'all doing after that?
Well, Beef is practicing his whale calls because he's not convinced that he'll be able to do it well as a whale. So he wants to be able to do it regardless. If that
Alright,
makes
okay.
any sense.
I'm curious. I want to hear one. What does a beef whale call sound like there, JT?
Oh, 5 more reps. Oh, another lap.
Okay.
It's like the Finding Nemo. It's
Right.
like, oh, I speak whale.
Conga line. This is going to be a short.
Oh no. Okay. So what are y'all doing now? Are there any other questions or anything else that y'all need to figure out? Or plan? Or do y'all have y'all's plan?
I mean, are there more questions we should ask? Almost certainly. Do I have more questions? Nope.
Have we determined who's going to get through which trap when we get there? I mean, we were looking at that 2 sessions ago. I think at the all the different ways that we have to get 4 people to 4 different things, so we can simultaneously hit the button and turn off the laser trap and get the jewel, right? Because that's something that I still feel is unclear to me. Is which things Tink was working on neutralizing for us, and which ones we were going to have to overcome with skill checks.
Even the ones that Tink can neutralize, like you will still have to make a skill check. It'll just be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Versus what you can do with the command terminals that are associated with each the trapped room.
Mhm.
They will just slightly weaken those traps.
Okay.
Do we need to practice our synchronization skills? It's like 3, 2, 1, boop.
Boom.
Yeah, what check is the boop going to be?
Yeah. Do we do it after 1 or on 1? 3, 2, 1, or 3,
Do we
2,
do it
1?
on
3, 2, boop, or
scissors
3,
on
2,
shoot?
1, boop.
That's an important question. 3, 2,
I
boop,
think we
or
boop on 1.
All right,
3, 2,
but
1.
who's on first?
What's
I
on
don't know.
second?
I don't know.
He's on third.
3rd.
Hmm. We're not who's on firsting in this session. I refuse.
So
Just because you're not playing along doesn't mean we're not doing it.
I
can
ban
we pull
it.
can we pull the map of the Heartwood, the courtroom thing up again, and I don't know if I just didn't write that down or if somebody else got it written down and I didn't do it, but
yeah. Here you go. I'll drag y'all over.
oh, that reminds me. Pull that up.
There you are on roll 20.
Gotta log in. I haven't logged in at Roll20.
Oh no.
Do-do-do.
So there is the gazebo, basically where y'all would be coming from, which is the exit of the teleportation circle, and then running up the stairs to the not balcony, to the porch. Then there is the first room that would split on into the rooms on both right and left side, and then there's the middle room that leads to the security rooms. And in the very back, in the middle, is the laser grid.
All right. So when we get in there, oops. Sensor. There we go. All right. So we're gonna teleport in, go up the stairs, and 2 of us are gonna peel off and go to the right. 2 of us are gonna peel off and go to the left.
Yes.
And so we have to press the button, like those 4 buttons at once along that
For
line?
yes, those 4 buttons all have to be clicked at once, and then the 2 buttons on both sides just have to be clicked at the same time for these 2,
And we're
and so
pressing
forth.
on 1, 3, 2, boop.
Correct.
And but the 4 in the back need to all be hit at once to open both side doors.
All right, so the first thing that needs to happen is we need to get into the. All right, I'm looking at the. On the right hand side, as we're looking down, is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lakes. What
The
are the
7
lakes?
links.
Well, what are
Oh,
the blue
the
spots?
that's the mirage pools.
All right, and on the on the other side is
This is the mind maze. These are the singing rocks. These are the man-eating vines and plants. The icy floor arrow trapped room, and the slippery floor pitfall traps. And then the laser grid in the back.
So is that one?
all right.
Is the slippery pitfall one? Is that just like an icy floor with pitfalls?
It's more so that it's not icy, it is just slippery.
But it would be something that one with an ability to fly could just fly over.
Possibly, yeah.
Hey, I have a suggestion on which way I go.
I'll do whatever, honestly.
And then
All right.
who would be going into the security rooms? So there'd be 2 people heading into the security rooms, and then 2 people, one person heading to the left, one person heading to the right.
And what's in the security rooms? Are there like people they'd have to fight?
There is one person in each security room. There's one person in the first room, and there's one person on the balcony, and those 2 are constantly moving, swapping like places and stuff like that.
All right, and where are the doors from the sides into the security room? Which are
They're
the
right
doors?
here,
Okay.
from the middle room.
So, like, basically, we'd have duos for, like, these 2 rooms, where, like, the person going to the side and going to the security room would both do this trap, but then people would have to do... The people going on the edges would have to take both of those traps by themselves, while the other person did the security room.
Well, these 2 doors that lead to the security rooms are in the middle room. So if 2 people do go into both of these rooms,
Oh, I see.
then
I see now.
yeah,
All right, so it's one person on that one, 2 go down in the middle, and another one on that side.
yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm this person. Which one are these 2 again?
These are the man-eating plants, and these are the singing rocks, singing stones. For
Okay.
duration.
And so this is those are like a siren type deal. The singing rocks,
Yep.
and then the man-eating plants are just plants that eat people.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to prepare my spells differently tomorrow.
Same.
So,
All right.
which direction are y'all thinking about going? Who's going where? And then the laser grid that is where the person on the left and the person on the right will meet back up.
Which ones were the ones that Fizz was going to help us with? So it wasn't like
He
gonna take
said-
away from stuff, but it would help.
Yeah, he would be able to take care of the vines and the arrows.
All right, and what was the exact deal with the first 2 traps? It's the mirages and the thing, but what are they?
Barrage pool and the mine maze.
Okay.
The mirage pools, they are they try to draw you in, and if you stare at them, there will be endless waves of monsters.
Okay. So that's like a charm.
And
thing.
the mind maze is literally a maze in your mind.
Okay. Yeah. As much as I would never want us to rely on my ability to roll well, I do feel like I have methods for dealing with most of the things on the right side. So I might should be the one to take that.
And I will let y'all know before we get to the actual heist. The way it's going to be, I've told y'all before, it's skill challenges. There are 7 successes that you all need, and you'll have 4 failure options.
I
The
assume
first
if we
3,
like had things to help us or to avoid them, that would like raise or lower the DC or something.
yes,
Okay.
the 7 successes and mainly involve the traps. The 4 failures can involve anything. So, an example, the terminals, if you are able to mess with them properly, you can lower the difficulty of the trap to the corresponding room. But if you fail that, that will give you a failure of the 4 fails that you can get. The 4th fail, you really don't want. The other 3 failures for each one can cause something to happen.
But they don't count as
Mechanically.
successes if they pass.
You would still be able to pass, but there will be a failure under your belt.
No, I'm saying if they succeed on this, on that check,
Oh, on the terminal, yeah, that will not count.
it doesn't count it
success.
as a success.
Correct.
Okay.
But remember that these traps are meant to also deter Archfey. So they are very difficult.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not an Archfey. I'm a Leonin, so I'll be fine.
Yeah,
They're not Leonin traps.
you're right.
So, are we thinking that Dawn's going to take the right hand side, and she's going to handle that, and Beef is going to handle the left? That leaves Glint and I to take the control rooms on either side.
Is that y'all's plan?
Sorry, I was reading spell descriptions instead of paying attention like I should have been. Who's taking the left side?
So that would, if we do it that way, that'll send Beef through the mind maze and the vines and the slippery arrow slide, and it would send Dawn through the mirage maze and the boulders and the
The mating
The
divine
pitfall.
or yeah
The man-eating vines and the pitfall.
yeah, the pitfalls.
I can get on board.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to decide if it's better for Glint to go through the traps or to go through here. I don't know which one is better for him.
You also have to think about the lasers at the end.
Right,
But
but
yeah.
if we can successfully get through the control room and the traps, then the lasers won't be an issue because we can deactivate them.
On the
That's
other
the
side of
plan.
the laser grid.
We have to go through the lasers to deactivate them.
I thought. I'm sorry. I guess I misunderstood that. That the where is it? How do I do the double click? Or is it right click? Ping. Yeah,
You just
It's you
hold.
hold.
gotcha. I was thinking that the controls were right there at each little level here.
No, so these buttons
Yeah.
right here, those
Mhm.
open the doors.
Okay, but they don't shut off the lasers.
No, the 2 yellow buttons at the end, right in front of the jewel, is what shuts off the lasers.
All right. So, any more discussion on who's going to go which route to get to the thing? Because once we get to the doors, then are we just going to grab the jewel and then head straight back out down the middle?
Right, probably.
Okay.
Do we all have to go through the lasers, or can we just send one person through the lasers to turn the lasers off?
They would have to be able to hit both buttons at the same time on
So we have
both
to send
sides of the.
2 people through the lasers.
Don has a familiar.
That is true.
Don has a familiar, and if we have the spell slot open for it, could just polymorph one of us into like a fruit fly. Or something big enough to hit the button, but still small enough to get through the lasers.
Yeah.
So, I'm willing to take the burden on this. If Don wants to turn me into a blue whale a little earlier than we planned, I'll go through the lasers.
Blue whale.
You'll be a blue blood whale.
There's one thing that I know about blue whales. It's that they are unstoppable by any weapon of man or god.
Impervious to lasers. Didn't you know they did the research on that?
I do want
That's
to
why there's
say,
no
if
lasers
Beef
in the ocean, because whales beat lasers.
Yeah.
Remember
whales ate them all already.
the sharks with the lasers on their heads from Austin Powers?
Yeah, they're
sorry.
extinct
Yeah.
now. If Beef is going through something called a mind maze, he might need perhaps guidance or something of the sort.
I was
That's what I was
thinking.
thinking.
I mean, my plans to get through this is gonna like burn through all of my spell slots, but also I have certain spells that feel appropriate. So that's. I was thinking I might be able to enhance ability on you before you go in there.
I think that would be a good idea.
I was actually thinking it might be better to send Glint through the traps because of Paladin aura.
Yeah, but I think it's mostly going to be. Yeah, I mean, like what Marshall's saying is like it's going to be mechanically skill checks. So your aura
that's
wouldn't
true.
actually help because
It's not going to be saving throws.
For things
There
like the Mirage.
There could be
where-
saving throws if you fail something.
for things like specifically the Mirage like that I'd have to go through. That seems like a charm type effect. Would oh wait, no, I'm not resistant to being charmed. I'm thinking of half elves. That doesn't matter then. Never mind.
I thought all elves were resistance to charms.
Oh wait, no, I do. I would have advantage on saving throws to make I make to avoid or in the charmed condition. So would that like help me with the skill check in that room?
You can't be fully certain, but you do know that this is meant to impede or fully stop Archfey.
Yeah.
Who typically all are immune to charm.
All of these traps are meant to impede or stop Archfey. The other thing that will definitely stop Archfey is them having to work together, and there would have to be 2 Archfey that would go through on both sides.
Their worst weakness. Cooperation.
Teamwork.
Archfey could not beat the game Pandemic.
Nope.
So there's the 4 of us who are going through this. Do we trust anybody else to help us in this process, or is it just the 4 of us
really.
hitting?
Pink.
I mean, we've already dumped off Mellifluor, but we've got traps and apparently Tuscan is here somewhere, right? So
That's true.
Right.
I do
It's
trust
gonna-
traps, but also
And
I
rank.
wouldn't want to put traps in a dangerous situation.
I mean, it's in his name. He can defeat the traps, right?
I got bombs.
Not in Beef's world.
No, that's trapezius, not traps.
All right. We also have Vrank.
I do
got
trust
bombs.
Frank.
I can
Vrank's
blow
on a
stuff up.
tighter leash.
Is Fizz here? That's the architect, right?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I should have known you would respond in character. I have a few questions. Just that I'm a little better
Yeah.
prepared for the right side. In the how high are the ceilings? / would there be any ability to fly over any of the obstacles?
Um,
Marshall's
attempting
never gonna
to
let Shane play a wizard again, or a
Druid.
a
caster.
druid.
Caster.
Uh,
I mean, the other side of this
Attempting
thing
to-
is that I'm gonna like burn all of my spell slots getting through this.
attempting to do so could lead to some other difficulties. Because I made this to stop levitating Archfey.
Okay, I didn't really expect that to be the answer. The room with the
But-
man-eating plants. Are there other plants in there too, like non-magical plants?
Yes,
That's helpful.
it's full of foliage.
Would you be able to see from like the other side of the room from the start, or is it like too dense foliage?
It's too dense. You have to power your way through it.
Marshall's just like, no, you
But-
can't just skip things.
But with
Marshall, what if we
What?
bring with us a stack of Uno reverse cards for each trap?
There we go. I'm liking it.
But with
Can't
what
beat that.
Tink said he could do for the plants, he would be able to make some type of herbicide, and that would weaken most of all of it and would maybe open up some gaps.
What
Is
are the
low strength herbicide like alcohol for dryads?
I guess so.
What are the little star things?
Those are the things that could summon the crazy creatures that Fizz made. That could summon a dragon, a hydra, an archon of boundaries.
And those
Jennifer
things are disabled,
Lopez.
right?
Jennifer LeBlanc.
Tink,
What?
yes, I can give you all the things that you need to disable them. You just have to throw them on top.
All right. Did we decide who's going on the left?
I think
'Cause
beef.
it seems like it's between Beef and Glint. Okay. Is it Beef?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay. So, Beef is going through the left side, Dawn is going on the right side, and Glint and Haukin are going into the security rooms.
Indeed.
Okay. I want to remind y'all that I don't know if they added anything. This is all from what I made.
Well,
We get
We
in there
can-
and it's completely different.
Completely different. Some of
His
these
memories are just wrong.
In prison.
well the
But
thing is we can only plan with the knowledge we have, not the knowledge we don't have.
the two things that I know I would assume that they would change the most are the two empty rooms as you're exiting the laser grid.
Oh, but we'll all be together at that point, so
And
it'll
we'll have the
totally
power
be
of the
fine.
Heartwood gem, right?
No, only two of you would be together.
I thought those the ones in the middle were the way out.
Yeah, it is. So the way it works is the two doors on both sides. Then you're able to open the door with those purple buttons. The buttons are only on the coming from the laser grid. There's none
Oh.
heading to the laser grid from the middle.
There's no door.
So the two people on the
here.
inner paths are kind of just abandoned.
We'd have to
Sorry?
come back down to. We'd have to come back down to here to break into the third one and meet them.
Yes, you
So
would have
who's-
to by the third room exiting. Then you would all be back together.
So
Okay.
Beef would be on the far left path. Who's on the far right?
That's me.
That'd be done.
I'll be honest. I feel like Don and Beef can handle most things. Not to discount the rest of the party in any way, but we've got a lot of brawn, got a lot of magic. There's not much that I don't think we could handle adequately.
Right.
And then the other two have to take on 2 security guards by themselves.
I fully trust the other two to take on 2 security guards.
Yeah.
Right.
And
You mean
So-
Mr. Feyblade and Mr. Other Feyblade? Yeah, they've got this.
Yeah, our resident psychopath and murderer.
Yes,
And
Just
then-
waiting for Haukin to
the
shove a
path.
living
These two have to
into
go
his back.
right back the same way they came.
Oh, there's drawing on it now.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's a
the 2
beautiful
that went to the
drawing.
security rooms have to go back the way they came.
It kind of reminds me of like the way like veins are drawn in diagrams.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Is that
like,
you, Marshall?
this is me.
Oh, it's great. I'm gonna put that up on my refrigerator.
And we'd all meet right here and go out together.
yes.
Don't say go out together. That makes it sound like we're exploding. We would all exit together.
I thought it made it sound like
Break-
a polyamorous group.
Explosions!
We're not acknowledging you.
Oh,
Aw. Don't be mean to Frank. Sure,
No,
he
that was-
deserves it,
that was-
but don't be mean to him.
That was me talking to Marshall. All right, so do we have a plan?
okay.
I feel like we have a plan in place.
A plan
It
is a
sounds like you'll
strong
have the
word,
plan.
but we have at least the like sketch of a plan.
We've-
We have
we've
the
got a
like
plot.
skeleton of one.
It sounds like you'll have the plan, and that's what we'll be heading up to. You'll have that all prepped. Do y'all need to see this map anymore?
No,
Wait,
I think we're good.
Let me.
Wait.
I straight up forgot the. Okay, I took a screenshot. Continue. I'm done with that.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba.
And then, right there, before we go back into finishing this night off, we are going to take a quick break, and we will be back with y'all in about 10 minutes. See y'all soon.
Oh,
And we're back. Okay. The players have finally decided for their which direction they're going to be going for the heist, and as they are finished with that, Cal lets them know the 4 crystals that he gave to Haukin. You should all crack them now to get a little bit more power. And
Right.
as you all do so, you can decide where the tattoo is on your body. And as that happens, you all level up to level 12,
ooh,
gaining a little bit more
Boo, 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 boo.
power.
Excellent.
Where is everyone's tattoo?
but
Like it's like on the the inside of my arm right there.
I'm gonna go for a neck tattoo.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I think Glint's would be like some sort of like black eye, like black or like black covering like his eyes and face.
Oh, so just a straight tattoo.
Or no,
covering.
but it's more like it's like the angular like
like cat's
right.
eyes.
like be like like extreme goth makeup.
Wow,
Okay.
Like but tattooed basically.
that's a choice.
Jeez. Okay. And then when you activate the tattoo, it will disappear. But right now, you have that marking across your face, forearm, on the butt, and a neck tattoo.
What do they look like?
And they are. I never really decided. Let's. They are. Some fairy wings and like sparkles and everything.
Hate that I have that on my butt.
I mean, now it's just like anti-glint. It's old glint. It's old glint magic.
That old Glint magic. That old Glint magic.
Oh no, I'm going back to the old me.
So, okay. We now have it's getting very late, close to the time that Dawn would be wanting to head over to the Bocellis to go do her meeting.
Okay. Definitely not still changing my spells. I suppose
We
I'll
got
do it
spells changing.
It's
who's
the
all
beauty
gonna-
and the struggle of being a prepared caster.
Who's all joining Dawn on her mission to go to the Bocellis?
I think at this
got
point we
Glint.
should probably all stick together unless there's a reason for us not to.
Yeah, it's kind of like at this
I don't-
point, why wouldn't you come with me?
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily the 15 of us. I don't think that we all need to troop around.
Everyone starts walking out the portal except Cal. Cal's like, okay.
No, Tuscan, go away.
Oh, why do you hate Tuscan?
I don't know. wasn't in
Lorelai's
character.
trying to also walk like, hey. Cal grabs her by the scruff of her neck. No. Okay, so y'all.
I don't think you should treat women that way.
Can I check on the box of deconstruction? Make sure that it's still on task for getting our secret weapon ready.
Yeah, it will be finished in about a little bit less than an hour. If you want, you can leave it here with Tink, so when it finishes, he can immediately start working with it.
That's I'm going to hand the box over to Tink. Yep.
Okay. I'll finish all the other things too. I'm gonna be messing with the plants and the arrows. Do we still want me to try anything with the teleportation?
I mean, if you can.
Oh yeah, would he be able to restore the ability to teleport? Because that would mean a lot for me.
Can you just make this a lot easier for us?
Like I said, if I mess with the teleportation, especially with the chaoticness of the Heartwood tree, it could cause some interesting feedback. So I'm uncertain on what would happen, but something else would happen as you teleport.
So it's a mixed bag.
Yes. Do you want me to work on that? I could probably get you at least two, maybe. I could definitely get you one teleport. One time you could use a teleportation spell. Maybe
Per
two
person?
for one person.
That's up
Because
to you, Don.
unless you want me to make two separate ones, I could make one that has two charges, or two that has one charge.
I'm gonna leave that up to Don.
I don't know. I'm afraid to find out what Marshal's side effect is. It may be worse than just not being able to teleport in the first place.
Maybe just have him focus on another trap instead.
Yeah, perhaps.
Which trap gives us the most worry?
Which one? He was already messing with one of them, right?
I'm doing two of them, the arrows and the plants, but if you wanted me to do teleportation, it would inhibit one of those two.
Oh,
And maybe we just leave it at arrows and plants.
Arrows and plants only? No teleportation?
Sure.
Okay. Then I will be working on all of those by the time you get back. I should be done by the morning of tomorrow. Okay. Now, you are all heading to the Bocellis?
I guess so.
Yes.
Seems like it.
Okay. Are y'all dongling on your way over there?
Dongling.
wait, wasn't someone supposed to meet us here?
Glimmer is going to be meeting you at Oberlin.
But we're not at Oberlin anymore, right?
You are in Oberlin currently.
Oh, so maybe.
Then we probably need to be on our way.
Two of us should move.
Well, are y'all going to be coming back here to rest before the heist? Or are y'all going to plan to stay at the Bocellis before the heist?
Oh, I would.
But you actually have to come back
Tink.
for Tink.
I thought Tink was kind of our home base.
Yeah. Which maybe not be nice.
Tink is
maybe
current-
isn't nice of us, but
Tink is currently at Oberlin with y'all,
Right,
and
I think
he's working on the stuff there.
sounds like the simple thing to do would be to go
Fine.
back and stay at Oberlin.
Yeah, probably.
Do y'all need me to teleport you to up somewhere?
I mean, we can just go there ourselves, can't we? Well, I guess
That's up to
teleporting
you.
would be faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't say no.
Okay.
Sure.
He snaps his fingers, and y'all are all in front of the Bocelli Manor.
That's pretty handy. That's better than dongling.
Whoa. Hurtful.
I mean, it was faster, but
Faster.
But
You
better.
can't trade anything for the dongle view.
Okay, it is now about 8 p.m. What are you all doing here at the Bocelli Manor?
Beef
Well-
is just thinking about how like the past few days have felt like literal months to him.
Yeah.
It's like there's just a weird connection to these very powerful beings that experience time
The
differently.
Spice Girls?
Yes,
Like he's just making
that's
a
what I'm
meta
meaning.
reference, but no, it's Spice Girls.
No, I understand the reference he's making, but I hear very
It's the
powerful
Spice
beings.
Girls now.
I think the Spice Girls.
That's fair.
All right,
That's where you're
I
bringing
think I will once again. I will cast enhance ability, and I don't
Okay.
have a second level spell slot anyway, so I'll just cast it at third. And I'll give it Glint and myself advantage on charisma checks, just in case.
Okay.
he has
Advantage
to
on
make one
charisma
some
checks
reason,
for both of
'cause
you.
I probably will have to make one, and I'm not good at it.
Beef and Haukin are just chilling with no charisma.
Yeah, we go
Okay.
look for Lorenzo then, I guess.
No riz.
I assume he has the dusk attire.
Lorenzo peeks his head out of the cabin, like, I got it. Her
He got the staff. Let's go.
stuffs. They're meeting in the back.
All right. Well, I guess let's sneak over there, and I'll get get my dusk on.
Get your dusk on. Okay. So preparing to be all dusk-like. You see Lucy and some other elders of the Bocellis talking on like a little raised podium. Is it a podium or whatever
Pedestal?
stage? On a little
Very
raised
apt.
stage. Yeah. And a bunch of the other members of the Bocellis just standing around, all talking amongst themselves.
All right.
What are you doing?
So, I'm assuming I'm all dusked up now. I also imagine I gave Haukin and Beef just like, the Cliff's Notes version of, oh yeah, used to be an assassin apparently. Need to pretend to be the assassin version to try to get the Bocellis on our side.
I can see it.
All right. Yeah. And then it's walking right on up to the podium. Actually, it's casting Patch Without Trace and sneaking up, because that's the dusk thing to
Okay.
do. Got to get in the right
So-
mindset.
Roll me a stealth roll. Is everyone rolling stealth, or is it just dusk?
Actually,
while
I've got
everyone
a
else is
better
walking?
idea.
Oh, okay.
Just cast darkness, and you just walk up to the podium
I don't have darkness.
out of the dark.
Or are you saying you do?
I have darkness.
Sure, go for it. That's more dramatic.
My favorite Konosuba character?
So darkness
So
just
you're a man of
appears over
culture
the
as well.
stage. You hear
Oh,
the
darkness
elders,
reigns there.
including Lucy, all freaking out for a second, and all the other like minor members are like, "What's going on?"
I feel like this is a world where this kind of stuff should be
Is-
fairly common.
Is this like just like a flat like stage that's just like a raised area for people at, or is there a podium
Yeah.
there as well?
There's not a podium; it's just a raised stage.
If only
And
I
there is
brought
a
podium.
table where all of the elders were sitting.
All right, I'll go like climb on the table and be standing on it, and I guess I'll just be there when he lifts the darkness.
Okay.
Do you want Beef to make you a pedestal or a podium?
If we had thought about this ahead of time, yes. It seems a little late now.
All right.
Lucy also still has the
Yeah.
comms.
Beef is furiously trying to make a podium before the darkness goes away.
Dawn, presenting herself on top of the table, is go ahead and give me a performance check.
What's the word? Guidance myself.
I'll let you do guidance this once because you're in darkness right now.
Okay. Well,
and then
I'll
you
take it.
have.
during this.
Don't you have an enhanced ability?
I do, but I also have the double concentration thing we got from Sylvanora.
Nice. That's right.
Oh. It's not in that 20. But also...
Nice.
The performance?
Yep.
I think all of my charisma skills are just +1. Alright, that's a 23.
Okay. So, what is Glint doing with the darkness and before Dawn does her performance? Dusk
So
does
it's
her
like
performance.
so it's like in space there's no sound. So, but it's like okay, they're talking and then suddenly there's no light whatsoever. And then
So it's dark.
yeah, well yes, obviously it's just like complete absence of light. And then like from the center the light comes back and then it's centered on where Dawn is as the darkness just peels away.
What is Dusk doing as she is standing on this table and the darkness begins to slowly leave from her being in the center and all of the elders sitting around the table?
I mean, I think she's like the intent there is just to be like startling and intimidating. So it's kind of just like
Okay.
I mean, she still has like the Dawn stuff, so she has like her staff and shield, right? So I think it's
Yeah.
just like like holding the staff with 2 hands, and just like standing on it, like a very like solid stance, and just like glaring around at people, and just being silent and like the like stone face, and just waiting for everyone to be quiet.
The
Mhm.
none of only a couple of the elders. There are currently 5 of them there, including Lucy. 2 of them were like freaking out. Lucy wasn't, and all of the minor people were all the minor Bocelli members were freaking out, like, what's going on? And then the darkness goes away. Dusk just staring at everyone, like the good old creepy smile that was happening in a previous session, uh, and just watching everyone.
I'm smiling
And
now because I'm having a good time, but Dusk is very serious.
and there's several members out in the audience just like falling on the ground, and then the 2 elder members that were freaking out also fall on the ground saying, Dusk!
I just like if anyone's making sound and still speaking, I just glare at them until everyone is silent.
There's someone in the very back like hyperventilating. And you're just staring at them.
I stare at him, and it just keeps hyperventilating, and I look over at Glint, and I just point at him, and then I point and I go,
Sorry, I missed that. You
sorry.
point and do what?
I point at the guy. I look at you, and then I point at the guy, and I do like a get him out of here motion.
And Glenn is just gonna like just walk over and just like grab him by the back of his collar and just start dragging him out.
He's just like, it's like the Avatar guy who freaks out anytime he sees the Avatar like foaming out of his mouth, but this is more fear, and it's like, ah! Just,
All right.
and just getting dragged off. Dusk.
And then everyone's quiet now, and it's just there's like another like beat where it's just like letting the moment sit and letting it just like steep a little bit, and then she'll start talking. Hello, everyone. You know who I am, and now I know who I am. You've all been following Alfio. I understand this. He was the natural leader when Dante was sick. But I'll tell you something now, and hear me well. Dante's sickness is not natural, and Alfio is united with those behind it. And I call on every one of you to turn from Alfio. Join with me, and we shall fulfill the Bocelli family's true purpose. And we shall get rid of Alfio. We will restore Dante, and we will be whole once more. And then she stops and just stares at people.
They're,
Goosebumps.
they're just quiet throughout the whole area. And then you just hear and then Lucy stands up and screams, Dante, dusk, Dante, dusk. And Lorenzo starts, like, with the scared eyes a little bit, and performing and everyone's like, yeah! And the two elders that were said your name and that were freaking out are still on the ground, just like not saying anything, just frozen.
I do have to. I feel I must tell you, Marshall, your video is lagging again. So it's.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry, my friend. It's a little
Darn.
behind.
Yeah.
they're just still like arms behind their back, like trying to like pull themselves back, but they're not making any sudden movements, but they're just quiet.
So like I would either know or get the feeling that these are the elders that we would be worried might not be on our side, might be loyal to Alfio.
Yeah.
Then I just go to like the nearest one, or just flip a coin if they're the same distance, and I just like I wanna like grab the one I go to like by the face like here, and just like lift it
Oh
up
my.
so that he's staring at me. And I like lean down until I'm like right next to him, right next to that face, and I just go, "Are we going to have a problem?"
The other one who is like right beside him is just like the Chris Evans, and I forgot the actress's name, and Iron Man, Captain
And
America,
Robert Downey
and
Jr.?
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr., but I was meaning the actress too.
Elizabeth
that
Olsen? Are
plays
you talking
Scarlet
about
Witch.
the thing where they were talking about, it was like the
the
cupcake?
donut?
Yeah, the donut.
Oh,
Yeah,
the cupcake.
I don't remember what it was. Yeah. Okay.
And all she is like eating it and then just while you're like grabbing his face, he's like, "Yes, Miss Dusk," but he's just like still like very like shakingly, and the other guy's just like,
She said, "Are we gonna have a problem?" And he said, "Yes."
Yeah. I did ask, "Are we gonna have a problem?" You said yes.
"Oh no, I thought you." I misheard. Yes, as in like he is for you.
Okay.
He will be following you. There
So
will
I,
not be a
like-
problem.
I just like release his face a little roughly, not like throwing him, but just like let go.
Yeah.
And then I just look at the other one and I go, "What about you? Will we have a problem? You have my permission to speak."
No.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. I'm glad there will be no pledge. There will be no Bocelli blood spilt tonight. I assume Dusk didn't stutter, even if I did.
It was just slower. Just very slow and methodical.
Yeah. Yep. Then I'll look at Lucy and I'll turn back to the crowd and I'll say, "There is much preparation to be done. Lucy will be my right-hand man until such time as that we restore power to Dante. You shall respect his orders as you would mine, and you will respect my orders."
As you say that, everyone's just dusk, 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 dusk. And as they're all screaming that, Lucy comes up to you and takes out of his ear the pebble and is handing it back to you.
Oh, it's
Do
Stony.
you want it back?
Yes.
Okay, here you go.
I'm just, I guess, just put it straight back in my ear.
To
be a little gross to me, but
does Dawn break character for a second, actually saying, "Oh, Stony"?
no, probably not.
Okay. And as that happens, Lucy stands up and says, "Everyone, to the pizzeria." And they all start heading out to the pizzeria.
We're
Doesn't
gonna
have
have
quite the same
celebratory
effect
pizza.
as to the Batcave.
Lorenzo stays back and is just like, "Good job."
I guess are enough people gone now that it's mostly just him now?
Everyone has already like they were all like jogging, like military jogging right
Beef is with
behind.
them.
Yeah, Beef is setting the pace.
They're all
Beef is
gone.
trying to convince them to do a corporate conga line.
And Lorenzo is the only one there left. Like, good job. I have a pizza cooking for all of y'all back in the cabin.
Okay, so that was good. I didn't know if my desk was quite right. I don't know. It kind of felt like a little much at times.
No, that you got her perfect. You got you perfectly.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go get that pizza. Oh
Yeah, let's go.
Glint, thanks for the assist. You really helped kind of add to the impressive factor. I appreciated that.
He just nods.
You all are now heading back to the cabin for pizza. And after that, what are you all doing? Are you all heading back to Oberlin?
I think
Yeah.
that was the plan.
I guess so.
I think we're
Okay.
all pretty much done with preparing, whether we
Yeah.
should be or not.
Yep.
Let's get
Yeah.
this on the road.
We just need to heist.
Yep. You all head back to Oberlin, and as you all get there, Tink comes running up. I have everything basically ready. Here is the anklet though for Sly Lanthier. Who's taking it?
I'll hang on to it.
Okay.
Unless
And-
Don, unless you want it.
No, I was not going to suggest myself. Haukin
Okay.
is a good option.
And here's
Yeah.
your box of deconstruction.
Oh, thank you. Put one
I
back in
took
my
a little
robe.
bit of. I took a little look at it, and I was gonna see if I could make a bigger version.
Ooh, very interesting. I'd be interested to talk to you about that. And then
Yes,
absent-mindedly
we
start putting the anklet on my own ankle before I stop myself and be like, oh wait, this isn't for me.
Don't do that. Okay.
That would not be
now,
a very enlightening experience.
Okay. Also, we had a unicorn show up a little bit ago. She's currently in a room sleeping. But I'll see y'all all in the morning. I'm gonna go finish the rest of everything else, and he runs off.
Glint like
Nice.
very noticeably tenses up when the moment they say unicorn.
A unicorn. Fascinating.
Did Haukin and Beef say anything about Glimmer? Because as I recall, there was a little bit of lore dropped about Glimmer and the father of her child. They don't remember it, apparently. All right, it's fine. Don will just keep not knowing. That's okay.
I assume you you all informed each other of everything.
But
Would I
did
be right
they?
on that?
Is that something that Glint knew?
No.
Good to know.
Whatever this lore bit is, I as a person don't remember it, so can I be reminded?
Glimmer is Glint's mom, and it was
Yeah, I knew
revealed that her late husband was the original founder of the Feiche.
It's the original what you cut off.
Founder.
Okay.
Of the Feiche.
So
Oh
if you
yeah.
think about it, Glint is kind of like the prince of the
The
Feiche,
heir
if you
apparent.
will. Yeah.
All right. Well, Glint, go have your awkward Oedipus talk, and I'll be ready to heist in the morning.
Jeez. Okay.
Apparently, Beef knows what Oedipus is now.
Beef has gotten very learned in a very short amount of time. Is it learned?
Learned. In that case, yeah, but it's fine.
Learned.
We'll let you get away with learned.
Beef just
Okay.
wants to heist.
Educated.
Educated.
So at the end of all this, we're gonna have the Bocellis locked down. We're gonna have the Feiche locked down. We're gonna have, the most renowned business owner on one of the islands. The Tinklewinks or Pygmies or whoever, just open for somebody to swoop in and become a new crime lord.
Yep. Because the
Right.
Tipplewinks are basically completely weakened.
I vote that
Alright.
we put Tink in charge so we can be Tink the Tipplewink.
There you go.
Okay. So, is everyone going to bed before the heist in the morning?
I definitely need some time to meditate, and I want to spend some time building my rapport with Mario and Luigi.
Yeah. Okay. Everyone else?
I
Going to bed.
will, talk to Glint and say, I know you're gonna have to, have, a talk with your mother. If you want me there, I'll be there. If you don't want me there, I won't be. It's up to you.
I'd rather just not go at all.
I mean,
Then
you can
don't.
do that, but I really think you probably should go. I mean, it's your life, to live the way you want, but you should probably go talk to your mom.
She's not gonna be very happy at all.
But she's your mom, and you guys love each other, so it's, maybe she won't be happy with you for now, or she'll be a little upset about what's happened, but you guys will get through it. And if gods forbid, I don't know what the phrase would be in this world, if something bad happened to one or both of you, you would regret not having talked to her before the big day. At least that's my
Okay.
thought.
Okay. But I've missed my bedtime every day since she's been gone.
I don't feel like that's gonna be a problem. But if it is, I think she'll forgive you of that too.
I also lied to her. Well, I broke our promise. And it's like the most important thing for unicorns.
Oof.
Delaying it or not talking about it won't make it any better, though.
I guess you're right. Good night, Don.
Good night, Glint. Goes to trance.
Okay. Glint, Dawn going to bed. Haukin is meditating with Mario and Luigi, and Beef is going to bed doing all of his workout routines. Is that correct for the three of y'all?
Yes, accurate.
Okay. And then Glint is heading to go talk to his mom.
I thought I was going to bed.
Oh, are you going to bed and going to talk to her in the morning?
I thought that was since she's asleep. I'm not waking her up.
It's past his bedtime.
Glint, it's past Glint's bedtime, and he is not waking up his mom to have this talk, which from waking her up.
Okay.
He knows
Then
you don't wake up mom when she's had a long day.
Okay, then you're all going to bed, and you all rest peacefully, and the next day, the day of the heist, the day of the conference is happening. You all wake up well rested, and what is everyone doing?
All right. What are we doing?
I'm getting ready for the heist.
Getting ready for the
Beef
heist.
is not doing a single another thing until the heist begins.
That's fair.
He is straight up at the door NPCing until the heist begins.
Jogging in place.
If anyone comes up, he just says, "I'm so ready for this heist." That's his only dialogue option.
I just can't wait until we start the heist.
Trade.
So, Marshall, remind me what the tattoos did for us ability wise, or are they just our way when we activate them that we bring Cal to us?
It's not that you bring Cal to you, it's so that you all can effectively hold and wield the Heartwood
Gotcha.
jewel.
Okay.
Because you all would not be strong enough.
Okay. So that's the
But-
way that we share in his power, is that it protects us from the, I guess the volatility
Being overloaded,
of the
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is not able to fully control it, but this also weakens him in that in the moment because he's spreading his power between the four of you.
Gotcha.
But then we have the Heartwood, and then we all get boosted again.
I thought somewhere in my memory that you were like, it increases our AC to like 24 or something like that. I just wanted to clear it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, all of your AC goes down to 1.
Oh.
No.
Bring it on. I mean, I'm so
But
ready for
you
this
all
heist.
You all get a plus 10 to your saving throws. Okay. What so Beef just NPCing,
I'm
Haukin
doing
confirming
that too.
things.
have
Dawn is
nothing else to
also
do.
NPCing. Glint, it is the morning. Are you going to talk to your mom, or are you going to wait till after the heist?
I mean, I'm just gonna go get ready for the heist unless somebody takes me to her. I'm trying to avoid this
All right,
conversation.
I stop NPCing for a moment to just look at him and just go. Which is kind of like a give him the you need to go over there. Look.
But after fine.
And Beef says to him, "I'm so ready for this heist."
Me too, buddy. Me too.
Oh.
He goes.
You go talk to your mom. Your mom, just eating a couple apples. Glint, you look
Mom.
very different. She takes off shades.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm different. The apples
What
also don't look very appetizing anymore.
So that's what happened.
Yeah.
You lost your connection to being Fae.
Yeah.
Well, even if that is to happen, you're still you. You always have one part of yourself Even if you are to change completely, you're still you. You're always you. You can be you however you wish. You don't have to be one thing. You don't just have to be the frog. I want you to be the frog, but you don't have to just be the frog. You can be whatever you wish.
See, I don't even really remember any of the stories anymore. They just keep fading. So I can't be the frog. I just have to be myself.
That's okay. You be you. You get to be you and however you wish. But something I can tell you. When something leaves, it's not always gone. It's still there. Similar to who is your father, even though you don't know everything about the history of all of it, you're still your father's son, even if you don't know it. Even if you don't remember about being the frog or the stories that you were once told, doesn't mean that you cannot still be those things.
But I'll never know.
But you get to be you. That's what's important. I know you have a lot to do today. And once you finish with today, you can make the Feiche what it's supposed to be again. The balance to the evil Fae. That's what we're here for. And as she says that, she tosses you an apple. Do with that with whatever you wish. You can eat it. You can toss it. It's yours. And she walks back into her room. And as she's looking at you and wishing you luck, I love you. And good luck.
I think he's just lost in thought. Just staring at the apple. And then just tucks it into his pack.
You tuck it into your pack. And we're off. We have 3 players NPCing at the door, ready for the heist. We're on our way to the Verdant Tribunal Island. We will now move on over there. And as we get over there, is there anything that y'all are wanting to do as y'all are preparing to travel over there? Any last minute things? I know y'all have done a lot.
I'm so ready for this heist.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, if I
Then-
have long enough, I'll just keep staring at my spell list and keep changing it. So let's just stick with what I've got and move on. Or I could be here
Okay.
all night.
You all make it to the conference. You see crowds of people all shuffling, passing by, going to different food stands, with a huge stage out front, at the very front, and directly in front of the courthouse. And you see multiple chairs raised on that stage. And you don't see any of the Fey Council members currently, but you see all the people of Heartwood City just bustling throughout the island. As the time counts down to the 10 a.m. time for the conference to start, you all hear in your minds the code for the teleportation circle from, I'm gonna say it, Lysanthier, and which door that you all are supposed to enter. That is the teleportation circle to the Heartwood tree.
Let's do this.
Now,
We have to speak friend and enter.
Open sesame.
the code is a long, complex runes that is just seared into y'all's minds. And as you all get that, you see a puff of smoke on top of the stage, and all of the Fey Council members appear before the whole city. Lysanthier floats to the podium,
Floats.
and he addresses everyone. Fellow citizens, we, the council, asked you to convene in troubling times. Our beloved city, a beacon of harmony and enchantment, now finds itself ensnared by the chaotic actions of crime families and a misguided resistance. These forces have pushed our peaceful and beautiful society to the brink. We shall be taking decisive steps and will be going over these today to restore order, to reaffirm the bonds that unite us, and secure a future where peace reigns supreme, guided by the wisdom of the Fey Council. And as he continues on this long speech, you all hear in your heads, once again, Fizz instead. A different voice pointing out to the tree that has the secret entrance that you all can go enter into the Fey Court. How are all of you getting to the tree?
I did not
Probably walk.
say this, but I would have intended to have cast Pass Without Trace on us, like on our way up. So can we say that I would have done that?
How long does Pass Without Trace last? An hour?
An hour, yeah. It'd
Okay,
probably
yeah, that would
only be
definitely
good
be
for
long
getting
enough.
us in there.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you all have Pass Without Trace. Are all of you rolling stealth to get to the tree?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay, everyone roll stealth.
Can I also guidance myself? Something I'm sure you're
Yeah.
getting tired of hearing me ask.
And if
The
you got it,
benefit of
flaunt it.
having double concentration.
Well, wait, is Pass Without Trace? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I have double concentration. Suck it.
$22 for Glint.
So broken.
Pass Without Trace.
It's a ridiculous
Jeez, Don
thing to have given him.
29.
Yeah.
Beef got a 19. And what about Haukin?
I rolled an 18, so the plus 10 gives me a 28.
Jeez. So the lowest being 19 right now.
I rolled a
Ah.
7 on the die.
Well, Beef, you are a absolute unit, so it makes sense.
But I'm surprisingly spry.
That's true.
I feel like it's just like this. I just see this mental image of like this giant muscular dude, like I knew behind like a lamppost or something, and just like he's clearly sticking out of each side, but like his eyes are behind the pole, so he thinks he's hidden, and everyone around him is just too intimidated by his muscles to say anything.
That's
Just
exactly
see the
what it is.
muscles flexing.
Beef walks
So-
with
someone
enough
just
confidence
goes,
that no one's going to stop him.
And then just see, whoa, and never mind.
And then another person just covers their mouth like, no.
Yeah.
You all feel like you successfully stealthed to the tree, and the code that Fizz gave you all, you are able to input it, and as you do, you are teleported behind the partition of the Verdant Tribunal Courthouse,
What, dude?
and you see all of the doors just constantly vibrating, and as you are in here, you see these beautiful, colorful lights, and y'all are being basked in very warm and powerful and kind light. What do all of you do? Do you just go for the door that Lysanther told you? Or are y'all going to go through any of the other doors?
I ain't
Feels like a
messing
loaded
around with
question.
other doors.
I feel
Negative.
like this is a Monty Hall moment. You know, you can choose what's behind door number 1, or you could.
It's like negative Ghost Rider. We're
The
going.
fact
We're
that you're
going in.
asking the question makes me hate it, but we're taking the door. The one
You
door.
know that there's the other teleportation circle door
Yeah, but we don't know where that
leads
goes.
that leads to the to somewhere, and there is a chest full of magical items in there.
We've been given so much information over the course of this campaign that if Beef thinks about anything that is not like absolutely necessary in this moment, his brain will explode. So he's just walking through the door.
I don't know.
Okay.
Haukin's very curious.
Oh no.
I've got
How
Mario
many
with me
doors are there?
on either shoulder, giving me like angel and devil. No, go to the right one. No, go to the other one.
You should eat that egg on the window.
There are 21 doors.
That's so
Eight-
many options.
No, we ain't screwing with 20 other doors.
18 of them lead to the main dimension of each individual council member, their place that they reside. Then there are 3 other doors: a guard's room, the teleportation circle that leads to the Heartwood tree, and then another teleportation circle that leads to somewhere that also has that has a chest full of magical items.
It's just there for the taking. It'd be very enlightening to explore the options. There might be something there that could make all the difference.
Or we send everyone on high alert.
I don't know how do I satisfy my curiosity here.
That's up to you. Do you choose to go through to try one of the doors?
So I don't know which one takes me to this place. I just know that one of these other 20 doors.
You know where one of the
Right.
one door is.
Right.
The other 20 uncertain.
And
Well, if it's worth the risk.
And all the 18 council members are on that stage, including what y'all saw when y'all saw all 18 people. Lorelei was up there.
So we have a 1 in
Wait.
20 chance of getting extra loot, and a 1 in 20 chance of alerting all the guards.
Mm-hmm.
You said Lorelei was up there too, so she's got somebody standing in for her while she's in this pocket dimension that Cal put her in.
Should have asked about that.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm afraid 1 in 20 is as evidenced by my rolling the d20 is not a high enough chance to get Haukin's curiosity too peaked here. So
We're
I
1 in a
shake-
million.
I shake it
Okay.
off.
So you all choose to enter into the main teleportation circle door?
Yeah.
Do this.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna do it?
No,
Oh, okay. Okay.
I just thought that would
You
be
all-
dramatic.
You all enter into the teleportation circle room, and you all can input the code to teleport.
Beep
And
beep 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 beep.
And you all teleport, and you all, as you are all teleporting, you feel very wonky, like your mind is being pulled and dragged,
Don't have enough of one
and
to be
like you're
pulled.
just being spun around in this vacuum. And then you all appear at the front of the Heartwood tree. And as you all get here, all of you make a wisdom saving throw.
Hmm.
I
If
assume
you're
we get-
standing next to me,
Yeah.
you get a +4.
Of course, we're all standing next to each other.
if we proved one thing in this campaign, it's that we stick together. The Fane may not be able to work together, but we sure do.
What is everyone's roll?
I rolled a 19 plus 4 would be 23.
I got a 28.
23. 28.
23.
I'm wasting all of my good rolls.
Beef? Oh, 19? Okay.
Do you have inspiration?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to use it.
Okay, go ahead and reroll.
I love that you made a
Golly,
card for it.
Bill! That's a 9.
I thought we were doing the inspiration gives you success, or is this something special?
This is something different.
Okay,
Okay.
guys,
Wasn't
the
I?
DM's
So-
cheating.
Did you add the +4?
Yep.
Oh no.
That's a
Oh,
9 with the +4?
buddy.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you all feel a little bit weird. Dawn, you feel very clear-minded, even more looking at the Heartwood tree. Haukin and Glint, as you exit the portal, after all like that spinning and pulling of your mind, you feel like slow. Not like as you're moving your body, it feels like it's just lagging behind. And Beef, you feel that at times 10, like it's all of your muscles are just tensing and just making you almost like a statue.
Oh, no.
But as you look upon the Heartwood tree, you begin to start feeling like you can move again, but it's like you're in very, very thick water. Almost like you're swimming in the thickest jello.
It's like swimming in gravy.
You're taking a soup.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're in soup.
Yeah.
Soup.
And you all are all looking upon the Heartwood tree. What are you all doing?
Looking at the hardwood tree.
That's a cool tree.
What are you all doing?
That is the treeiest of trees.
All right.
Uh,
I guess before we
I'm
get into too much, there's a couple of things I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I'm gonna burn some spell slots. I will cast. I assume there's no one like outside watching us, or is there? I just saw a thing.
There's this guy.
Oh,
A
we
guard?
should probably take that card down.
Roll me a stealth check. You all roll me a stealth check.
We should still have pass that trace.
Right.
Another stealth check. Okay, let me do that real quick.
Okay.
And
That's-
also, as all of you appear, you hear in your mind again Lysanthier telling you you have 3 minutes.
Oh,
Mm.
that's great.
And we are going into turn-based mode for this.
Could have given us a little bit more than that, I feel.
3 minutes? That's 30 turns.
30 turns.
You got me there.
Oh, I guess that means we need to roll, doesn't it?
Yep. All of you are also going to be rolling.
Alrighty. I rolled pretty good this time. I think that's the best initiative roll Glint has ever rolled.
Oh, we're doing initiative.
Jeez, y'all's stealth is insane.
Man, I am getting some good rolls.
It's almost like we have a special spell that we cast for that purpose.
Druid power.
Beef and Glint, what's y'all's dex mod?
+2.
+3.
Okay, so Glint's first. And the two of y'all. Okay. Dawn, you get to act first, as you believe you're very well hidden.
Does that mean that, like, casting a spell will expose me?
Probably.
Even if it's like... You know what? Haukin's after me. What I would like to do is... I have a few spells I was wanting to cast before we got into things, but I'm just gonna have to cast them on the go now.
You broke up.
I did?
You broke up for a second. Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, sorry. I had a plan of a few spells I was gonna cast before we started things, but obviously things already started, so I'm just gonna have to do them on the go. So, I think if you would allow me, can I delay my turn until after Haukin goes? Allow him to get
Can you
things
delay
rolling.
your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, go
that
ahead.
Way I'll let him, get the drop on someone, and then I'll take my turn.
I think you're leaning away from your mic or something.
Okay. I'm trying to delay my turn until after Haukin, so he can get the drop on someone, and then I'll do some stuff.
Okay, Haukin, you will be going before Dawn.
Right, do we need to incapacitate this guard or just sneak by him?
That's up to you.
I'm gonna start
he
casting
is
stuff, so we should probably. I would like it if we took him down. If y'all took him down.
Trying to sneak past him gives us 4 chances to screw it up.
At least 4.
That's a good way to put it.
Interesting.
Okay.
Stealth is optional for this mission.
Okay.
Oh, y'all would actually be right there. There we go.
All right. So whether we incapacitate him on the way out or the way in, we're probably going to have to take him out, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, and is there any way that I can do that without physically attacking him?
You can try to. That's up to you.
I'm just trying to think what I have in my inventory, or can I tie his shoelaces together or something?
You could try to sneak up on him and do something.
So what I'm playing with here is I want to keep my my tranquility up as long as I can. It's a new feature I hadn't played around with yet, and so I'm trying to creatively, I don't know, maybe walk up behind him and since we have to go upstairs, right? Maybe
Yeah, you have to go up those stairs to that area.
Turn my decanter of endless water on the stairs so that it makes him slippery or something, and I don't know.
He's just on the porch. He's not on the stairs or anything.
Well, presumably when he catches sight of us, he's gonna come down the stairs anyhow. But he probably wouldn't slip down the stairs just if they were slick. So I think I'm probably gonna have to attack him and knock him prone or knock him out or something. So
okay.
Well, I definitely have enough movement to get to him because that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, definitely. All right, so I guess I'll just move up to him and tap him on the shoulder, get him to turn around, and hey, excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the Heartwood gym? And as soon as I get his attention, I'm just gonna like open palm smack him, right?
What?
So, unarmed attack.
And go ahead, roll me an attack roll.
All right, so 19 to hit.
19 definitely hits.
Okay. So unarmed strike does 1d8 plus 3, so that's 11 damage. And then I can do flurry of blows. 15 to hit on the first flurry of blows.
15 will just miss.
Okay. Second flurry of blows comes in at 23.
That will definitely hit.
And that does another 10 damage.
And then you still have your second attack.
Boom, boom, boom. Can I do I forget where is the use trying to find where I can knock him down, make him fall prone. Is that
what's that ability?
It should be near the top
Lost.
because it's like your first subclass ability.
Right.
I think it's
Oh,
a
there,
dex
okay.
save, but I don't know what your save DC would be.
It's the open hand technique. Whenever you hit with one of your flurry blows, you can impose the following effects on a target: fall prone. It has to fail a dex saving throw of 15.
He will fail and falls prone.
Okay. So that doesn't take a key point to do. I just get to do that whenever one of my flurry blows lands.
Yeah, whenever you do flurry of blows. And now
Okay,
you still have your second attack with advantage.
Okay. So can I attack him just to incapacitate him, or do I have to kill him? Because I'd rather not kill him if I don't have to.
You can do non-lethal attacks on all these guys.
Yeah. All right. So that's definitely what I'm doing. These guys didn't choose. They're just doing their jobs, right? So, all right. So do another unarmed strike, and it is a nat 20. So 28
So max
to hit.
damage plus the dice.
All right. So it's 18 on the damage dice. Did I do that right?
Okay. Yeah, 18.
Okay.
18 damage total. Okay, is that all for Haukin?
Yeah. How far down did that get him there? Is he bloodied?
He is very bloodied. He's bloodied.
All right.
And then, is there anything else for Haukin?
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else action-wise or bonus action-wise, but
Did you take both of your action attacks? How many attacks have you done?
Yeah,
just
he did.
shooting for? Okay.
He's
I
done
wasn't
4.
counting. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And then next up is Dawn. Still in a surprise round.
I don't need to know this per se. Where did Beef go on this map?
I don't know where he went.
I don't know.
He is behind one of you. Oh, no, he's not.
I don't know. He's definitely not right next to the Heartwood. Or the gem.
Oh my gosh.
No, he's not.
Didn't think of that, did you, Marshall?
No, I did not.
He didn't realize that we planned to cheat. All right.
Cheat
Metagame
in D&D?
your way there.
That doesn't actually
What,
change my
Marshall?
plan. I scoot
Marshal,
up, and this turn I'm just going to cast Long Strider on Glint. So take a nice little plus 10 to your
Okay.
movement speed. And then that was 5, so yeah, let's go over here.
So, I got
Yeah.
a question. I know
Yeah.
that they're not familiar, so I don't have direct control over them. They just kind of listen to my commands, but it's up to them to choose to do it because they're cats after all. But do Mario and Luigi take any independent action as I'm going up against this guard?
Nothing right now. They're
Okay.
just bathing themselves as you're just wailing on this dude.
Oh, so cat-like. Okay. All right.
Okay, that's all for Dawn. Glint, you're up with your extra 10 feet of movement.
Perfect. Question
Yeah.
was, did we say that drinking potions were bonus actions?
Yes.
Okay. For my bonus action, I would like to drink the potion of speed.
Ah, the potion of haste that you were given a while ago.
Yes.
Okay.
Courtesy of what's it?
Lysanther.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you drink that as you go to drink it, thinking it's going to take a little bit more time to drink it, and right as you put it to your lips, it's gone. No bonus action. And you get triple your movement speed.
Instead of double.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to break the sound barrier. Okay, so 40 times 3. So that's 120 movement speed without dashing.
120 movement speed without dashing.
Okay. Okay. Um I'm not sure if it is breaking the sound speed, but
Nah.
we're gonna
Nah.
we're gonna make it here so that everyone should be within 30 feet of me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Then for my action, I'm gonna cast Bless at level 2. So all 4 of us are blessed.
Nice.
So it means you get to add a D4 to your attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay.
Not sure
Yeah.
how that's gonna work for like the checks and stuff, but if we for the combats at least, it should be a little nice boost. And I'm gonna run. Can I stand here next to Haukin, or is there no room on the stairs?
You can run past him.
Oh, boom! I'll run on the side, and I'm gonna whack him with my
You have advantage.
hasted action.
Hasted action. Go for that attack.
That would be a 16 to hit.
16 just hits.
Okay. Will be 14 points of damage.
Not the 3. Not the 17.
Wait, why does it say does it say 17?
Yep. Radiant damage.
It's adding radiant damage.
That's
Oh, because of that's my paladin thing. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
improved
yeah, yeah.
against my
Okay, 17.
Yeah. So 17 damage.
damage.
I
Okay.
forgot. I'm a high level paladin.
Yep.
I always do bonus radiant damage now. Uh
That's nice.
yeah, okay. There. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Also acting on your turn.
Or
forgot
actually
about-
I'll technically move out of the way so that Beef has room.
Is the blink dog.
Oh yeah, it's Blink Dog. I was gonna ask about him. I guess he would also do a running attack, run by attack.
Yep. Okay.
I have his stats pulled up here. Blinky, he's gonna make a bite.
That bite attack.
He was very bloodied, but 17 damage didn't take him out.
No, I did not mean to say very bloodied. He was just bloodied.
Oh.
You should be able to see
I
his
think
health.
the dog crit. And rolled
Jeez.
the second, so I guess it'll be 11 if we make that extra 5 a max.
Yeah. Yep, that's 11 damage. Okay.
Yeah. And then the dog will also run back to give Beef space for his turn.
Okay. And Beef, you're up.
I named the dog Blinky.
I approve.
Speed 50. All right. I can get to here with 55 feet of movement. So I guess I'll run up. Actually, so if I were like down here, would I be like, is there a wall here or something, or is that just a porch?
No, it's a porch, and there's like the normal little porch fences. But so yeah, you could clear those with a
Cool.
jump.
I guess I'll. Oh yeah, I guess I could jump there. Yeah. So could I
The
get,
porch is 20 feet in the air.
Okay, then I can't make that.
Oh, come on, that's nothing for Beef.
Do you have like the special jumping boots?
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I guess I'll just hop up there.
Okay.
Yeah. And I guess I'll just attack.
Give me that attack roll.
Uh, 26 to hit.
That definitely hits. Give me that damage.
8 damage.
8 damage.
I'll attack again. 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
9 damage.
And it is. They are very, very bloodied.
All right, then I guess I'll flurry of blows. 14 to hit.
14 just misses. Not just misses.
Oh.
It misses.
So with the crusher feat that says that if I've hit him, I roll with advantage. Is that just for my rolls, or is that anybody who hits him after they've been hit by me?
That's just you, I think.
Okay, just checking.
28 to hit, 9 damage.
That is enough to bring him down. And he will be out of commission, going unconscious. And taking him off the board.
The crusher feat, when you score a critical hit that deals bludgeoning damage to a creature, attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage until the start of your next turn. So that would be all, not just for him.
Okay.
Okay, that's okay. There we go. Good to know for the rest. And with finishing that first initial fight and us going into the next top of the round, I think, Beef, you used all of your movement and bonus action and actions, right? Okay. So y'all have 29 more turns.
Question.
And go ahead.
Beef, your attack before you flurried, did what did you roll again? Because did you use bless?
Does bless apply to damage?
What's the attack roll?
Attack roll.
For the
To
attack roll.
Oh,
So did you miss
got
one?
14 that 14 could have
The
hit.
14 was my first flurry attack,
So you would have flanked
Oh, okay,
anyway.
never mind.
so I would have had to use flurry
The-
regardless. But no, I did not use. I forgot to use bless that whole time.
Just trying to save you key points.
No,
Right.
absolutely, I appreciate it. But the miss was my first flurry attack.
Okay.
We won't miss that for next time. With the getting the top of the round for this next turn, that is where we'll be calling it for tonight. Sadly, because we are at 10 o'clock, and we wish you all a good rest of y'all's night, and thank you for joining us. And we'll be picking it right back off at the very top of the round, with 29 turns left.
Right.
Thank
Good
you all
stuff
for
for the
joining
team.
in.
Bye.
Have a good night.